You are now watching Between Villains.
What is going on, villains? Welcome back to Between Villains Live. It's the host with the most spleen. Of course, we got some more gameplay action for you guys. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button, turn on post notifications on, do everything y'all got to do on y'all end and support us. We appreciate that. Let's jump right into the video. Alright, y'all. So today, I'm actually going to be talking about Gamescom 2025. As you know, it's a 4-day gaming event. So at the time of me recording this, I'm only on day 2. So I'm sure at some point we're going to wind up editing this video, adding some other news in and things like that. But basically, guys, Gamescom is going on right now in Cologne, Germany. They said there's about 370K people in attendance. One of the biggest gaming events of the year. There was a lot of games announced, a lot of DLCs, a lot of anime, like so many things announced, guys. I want to just talk about my 5 favorite announcements from the show, just to kind of give you guys a better idea of exactly what I'm looking forward to this year and next year and the years coming down the line, because I'm not gonna lie, they were cooking at this game event. If you agree with me, disagree with me, let me know in the comment section down below. Let's chop it up. All right, y'all, so first things first, this is actually one of the announcements that I have been waiting for a very, very long time. And when I say long time, I mean like over 7 years, right? There was a point where we thought this game was officially canceled, right? No more work being done on it. Then it popped back up, and now it's here at Gamescom with an official release date trailer. So I'm talking about Hollow Knight Silksong. Hollow Knight is one of my favorite Metroidvania games of all time. So obviously, sequel is going to be high up on our anticipated list. Release date trailer is actually dropping 2 days after my birthday, chat. Very awesome shit. Very awesome shit. But it looks dope. Like, it looks very beautiful. Like, it looks like they didn't really compromise anything. Everything looks like it's there. Combat looks dope. New world looks dope. Oh man, I can't wait, bro. We actually just replayed Hollow Knight, and yeah, man, fucking awesome Metroid game. Awesome ass Metroid. Very, very excited for this, man. Look at the combat. And if anything, like, this game looks like, you could tell by like this little cutscene right here, you can tell that the combat is more focused on like verticality, whereas Hollow Knight was more side to side, horizontally. Man, the verticality in this game looks dope. Just the way you attack, the way you jump on top of enemies and shit. The enemy types also look different as well. Like, if you played Hollow Knight, you know they went through about every fucking bug in the Bug Kingdom, and to see them still like have a creative bag for this game, I can't wait. Try to kiss it. I cannot wait for this, y'all. And then they hit us with the release date, September. Hollow Knight Silksong definitely high on my list of anticipated games, and the fact that we getting that in about what, 2-3 weeks, 2 days after my birthday, is insane, y'all. Great 31st birthday present. I'm very excited. I got a little gray hair, man. So moving on to my next favorite announcement from Gamescom 2025. Now, I sat and thought about this because before the gameplay that we got this weekend, I thought that this game could have been a flop or it could have been an extreme W for Capcom. And that is none other than Onimusha, Way of the Sword. One of my favorite PlayStation 2 franchises. It's like a survival horror game, but set in like feudal Japan, right? You're like the samurai running around fighting zombies and monsters and things like that, trying to conserve ammo, health. It's literally just like Resident Evil, but set in a different setting, and it's fucking awesome. So finally got to look at how the game is going to be playing and things like that. And not for nothing, Capcom has one of the best gaming engines with the RE engine. The RE engine is fucking amazing. Like, character models look damn near realistic. If you look at Resident Evil, Monster Hunter, all the new games run on the RE engine. So I already knew Onimusha was gonna look great, but just to see like that the combat is still like very slow paced, very reminiscent of the PlayStation 2 era of video games, like, I'm hyped for that. They could have just made this whole shit just like a regular generic Souls-like. I probably still would have been happy for it, but the fact that it kind of stood true to its identity, yeah, definitely one of my most anticipated games. And one of my favorite announcements of Gamescom. Yeah, man, just look at the way the game looks. Are you kidding me? This shit, I'm telling you, this game could have went either way. And here we are. Looks like it's still like survival horror-esque, you know. A lot of different enemy types. A lot that we haven't seen before. And the party system looks awesome. There was a lot of other gameplay that they showed for Onimusha, but that was just like a little cut of it. I'm very excited for this game. Onimusha, like I said, one of my favorite PlayStation 2 franchises. And to see it return with its identity still intact in 2025, to see Capcom still on their bullshit, right? I'm very excited. I'm very happy for Capcom, man. The last 10 years has been nothing but W's. This is a game that we wanted, right? This is a game that, like I said, could have went either way. It could have been a flop or a W. And it's looking like it's going to be a W, guys. Yeah, will see me playing this when it drops. Absolutely. All right, villains. So next on my list is yet another Capcom title. Now, I don't want to seem like I'm glazing Capcom, but Capcom is one of my favorite developers, and I feel like this game is going to show you exactly why they are one of my favorite developers. So another game that runs on that RE engine that I was just, praising, but this game isn't a sequel. It isn't a reboot. It isn't tied to any other franchises. It's not a spinoff. And to have a game that's like completely original in 2025 is also something that's rare, because everything seems like a reboot these days. Everything seems like a sequel. But to have a game that kind of stands on its own in 2025 and have it be like this AAA presented style third-person game, I'm very excited for this. Just like the premise of that, sign me up. Sign me up. Sign me the fuck up. I'm talking about none other than Capcom's upcoming sci-fi third-person puzzle game. I don't know what to fucking call it, but it's called Pragmata. I'm pretty sure you guys have either seen it, heard about it, whatever. Let's get into some of the gameplay real quick. So yeah, man, main dude looks like a mix between Callisto Protocol and fucking Death Stranding, like Sam Bridges and shit. Combat, right? The combat looks very dope, and it's what stands out to me the most. They're about to get into like some fights and shit right now, but this game, just like cinematics, combat, story looks like it's going to be serious and intense. Everything that I want in a video game. You know what I mean? I think this is going to be one of those ones. I think it's going to be a hit. If not a hit, it'll be like one of those cult classics, I feel like. Look at the combat, right? You can shoot. Looks very generic, right? But then when you start doing like the different power-ups and combinations and things like that, this game starts getting very freaky. A good kind of freaky, not like Diddy. Not a Diddy kind of freaky, a good freaky. Have some gameplay against, I guess, the first boss in the game, and this is what it looks like. So you have different weapon combinations you could choose from, and then you see that grid. It kind of turns into like a puzzle game. Very dope. Very dope shit right here. Gives me Metal Gear vibes as well. Feel like you're fighting a Metal Gear at the moment. Definitely high on my list. One of my most anticipated games coming out. All right, villains. Number 2 on my list, right? We getting to the end game right now. Number 2 on my list, I feel like has the most potential out of all of these games to actually be a certified classic, right? And it's gonna sound funny when I tell you the title of the game. You're gonna hear it and laugh, but if you actually watch the deep dive gameplay and exactly what the developer was talking about, you might agree with me. Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight looks like it might be the most insane Batman game of all time, and I think it actually might wind up being better than the Arkham series. And here's why. Before we get into the gameplay, here's why. I just want to tell you guys why I think this, right? This game is apparently gonna take every single Batman movie, melt it into one story, one cohesive story that covers every single Batman movie. So you start out with Matt Reeves, Robert Pattinson, the Batman, and then I guess you work your way all the way to Christopher Nolan, Christian Bale Batman, right? And from there you might go to Batfleck. Who knows? Who knows at this point, right? This game looks insane, but I want to like switch to the gameplay and show you guys exactly why I feel like that. I feel like after the gameplay, you might agree. So you're going to see like Robin turn into Nightwing, and it's all one big open world set in Gotham. You get to use all the Batmobiles throughout the years, and they actually stole the combat right from Arkham. Free flow combat. You kind of have like the takedown system, everything like that you would expect in an open world Batman game right now. So it looks like a Lego Arkham game that just kind of makes every movie one canon story. Pretty fucking cool. But the level of polish and detail, like, it's a fully open world with a lot of secrets and things like that. You can see the combat system is very intuitive, very fucking like fleshed out. Looks very like Arkham, to be honest. All right, if you can get around the Lego art style, I think that this game is going to be one of the best Batman games ever made. The cool part here is that you still do detective work like Batman and any other Arkham game. It looks like he has a different costume on, so you already know, man. You're probably going to be able to put on the Batman Beyond fit. It's a bunch of different things, but look at how good the game looks. You got Ace Chemicals in the background. Oh, man. Looks fucking beautiful. Looks dope, bro. Looks dope. Drop in on all the henchmen, beat they ass, keep it moving. So you guys let me know how y'all felt about Lego Batman, the Legacy of the Dark Knight down below in the comment section. I'm pretty sure that might be divisive, but once the game comes out, I think we might all be on the same page. And let's get into our number 1 spot. Number 1. All right, villain. So next on my list and last, it's probably my favorite video game franchise besides Gears of War of all time, right? So I will be a little bit biased about placing this number one, right? Obviously, if you know me, you're close to me, you probably already knew that. Resident Evil 9 is probably my most highly anticipated game out of everything here. To be honest, I am a little bit divided on the gameplay that they show for Resident Evil 9. We already got a trailer a couple of months ago, but during Gamescom, they decided to show us some actual gameplay. That the game looks scary as shit, right? It looks beautiful as fuck. And to be honest, it looks a little bit closer to Resident Evil 7 than to Resident Evil Village. So yeah, man, not for nothing, right? Not for nothing. Game looks gorgeous. Another game in the RE engine, right? I've been talking about the RE engine this whole fucking stream. I feel bad. I feel like I'm glazing, but Capcom, man, they're back in their bag. They did good pivots with each franchise. And Resident Evil has just been in a really good place ever since Resident Evil 7. You got this little chase sequence, right? They're saying that this monster might be scarier than Mr. X. I don't know if I'm ready to commit to that. Mr. X was scary as shit. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they have a third-person mode. So yeah, man, all in all, this is my most anticipated game of Gamescom 2025. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about Resident Evil 9 down below in the comment section. This shit looks absolutely fucking insane, guys. And if I had to rate the show, I would give it a 10 out of 10, man. I didn't really have any expectations for this weekend. I didn't think it was going to be as big as it was. And it felt like E3. You guys let me know how y'all felt about Gamescom 2025 down below in the comment section. Let me know your 5 favorite announcements from the weekend and everything like that. And before you get out of here, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button, or I will send Mr. X after you. Don't play.